Hi, guys. Today we're going to go over our very last project, which is create a creative kids corner. You're going to be doing this project on your own on your at home days. So I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what we're going to do with this project at home and breaking things down into each day, like we did with our abstract piece and we did with our collage piece that we did last time. So, what we're going to do today is have a research day, and then we'll have different pieces to this project the rest of the days you're at home. So, create a creative kids corner. We're basically going to come up with a children's area concept for a museum. So, we have to kind of do some research on museums, brainstorm some ideas, think about some fun ways that we can involve kids at a museum. So think about things that you've done before, different kids' play areas that you've been in. If you haven't necessarily been to a museum, or in particular an art museum, maybe you've been to some really fun kids' activity areas. Think of even like Smothers Park down by the river. There is another science museum down there. Maybe you've been to maybe you've been to a children's museum or an aquarium or some other kind of place that might have had a fun kids area. And you're going to just kind of transport yourself back to when you were a kid and think about what kind of fun things can I include in a kid's room that's for a museum. So the first thing that you're going to do today is you're going to explore, identify, and select some museums. So on the assignment post, I'm going to have a list of some art museums. If you want to use those, you can. If you want to come up with your own museums, you can also use some museums that you come up with. So if you've been to a museum that you really, really like and you want to use that one, that's fine. If you have no idea where to start, I would start with these art museums. So what you're going to do is you're going to look up these art museums and you're going to just kind of read about them and look at some pictures and see what kind of fun things they have going on in each museum. So if you pick maybe the Art Institute of Chicago, this very first one on the list here, maybe you can, when you look through, you see that they already have a children's space and that they have something they call a touch gallery. And maybe that resonates with you a lot and you really like that idea and you want to use it for your kids' space. So you're going to just kind of see what kind of things are out there and then choose a museum that you want to do your kids' space in. So you'll read about all these different museums, you'll look at their pictures, and then you'll choose one to create a new kids space for. You don't have to choose a museum that doesn't have a kids space. You can choose one that already has a kids space, and then you're going to basically redesign it. So it's your original ideas of what's going in this children's area. But if you pick a museum that already has one, that's fine. After today, the next day that we're at home, we're going to brainstorm ideas and put together an idea page. And I'll do another explanation of exactly what we want in the idea page, but know that that's just what's coming. Then we'll create a floor plan as if you're looking overhead down into the room. You will draw out what the different areas of the children's space have, and then you're going to add some activities in that children's space. And I'll also explain how to do that on that day's assignment. Once you're all done, you'll put the final presentation on a Google slide presentation with an artist statement as the last slide. So basically, it'll be a shortened presentation. It'll just be what museum you chose, your idea page, your floor plan, and then an artist statement talking about what you chose to put in your kids' corner. As always, if you have any questions on today's assignment or maybe even the gist of what we're doing here, you can email me. I'll be available today and tomorrow in between meetings. So just let me know if you guys have any questions. All right, happy research day. Have fun looking at some different museums and start coming up with ideas for your children's space. Thanks, guys.